I'm 20 years old with no friends. As it currently stands, I don't really have many acquaintances, I don't really have people that I regularly meet or message, and I don't really have that many people to rely on. And before people start thinking that maybe I've done something wrong or that's sad, relax. I've adopted the same method of thinking back in secondary school or high school for some of you. I used to think that if you weren't surrounded by a lot of people at a time, if you didn't have a big friend group, or if you weren't seen with a lot of people, that there was something wrong with you. And I feel like back then, I held this mentality much firmer because social scoring was still it was a very strong thing. Of course, in your adult life, it goes a long way, but even more so back then. So I thought that if you didn't have a big friend group, things weren't going well. But the more I've grown up, the more I've come to realize that friendships are seasonal, and most people don't really want to accept this reality. Friends come and friends go. It happens all the time. Most of the time, you will be friends with people just due to proximity. I mean, I've had so many friends, whether it's in school, gym, work. I've had friend groups where I've said, yeah, these are my guys and this is locked in. Then fast forward a few months, we don't speak anymore. And I feel like most people make the mistake in thinking that they've done something wrong here, but most of the time, you haven't. I mean, after all, you guys laugh together, you joke together, you share the exact same routines. But sometimes people move away. Sometimes people get another job. Sometimes people just start seeing things a little bit differently. So now you have different values. And then over time, you guys slowly but surely start going your separate ways. You text less, you see each other less, and you have a lot less in common. It happens, it's life. And of course, when I realized this at a young age, it bothered me. How could it not? I thought to myself straight away, am I doing something wrong? Why can't I keep my friendships the same? Why can't I maintain them? Until I realized fully when I went to another school that the reason why I was friends with the people I was friends with was just due to proximity. And I feel like that's the case for maybe about 60% of the friendships that you're ever going to have in this life. You're only friends with people because it's convenient, vice versa. I feel like not all friendships are meant to last for an entire decade, last for your entire lifetime. It's not really going to happen. Of course, there may be a few, but the exception doesn't make the rule. Some friendships are seasonal. Some friendships happen for a reason. And of course, when you go your separate ways, it means you're no longer aligned. The friendship has served its purpose and now you're finally ready to move on. And does this mean that your friendship is fake at all? Absolutely not. Just to bring up that point again, it just means that your friendship has served its purpose. I feel like I had all of these thoughts back then. Was my friendship fake? Was there something wrong with me? Did I say something? Did I do something? I was trying to pin all the blame on me. Then I asked myself a better question. Do I really even want a big friend group? And the answer was no. The answer was no. For the most part, I'd say I'm an introverted extrovert to an extent. And whilst I do enjoy the company of people, I'm someone who very much likes their own space. And I feel like back then I was figuring out so much about myself just by being around different types of people, having to introduce myself again when I joined another school. And then I found out that I don't really like being in large friend groups. I don't like it at all. I didn't like it originally, and for the most part, I stayed around those people because I enjoyed the convenience of it. But when I came out of my shell, I came to discover I did not like large friendship groups at all. I've never been somebody who's needed a group of 15 people. I don't need constant noise, and I don't appreciate constant noise. What I need is people who are actually going to push me, people who are going to motivate me, people who are heading in the same direction as me. I don't need people around me 24/7. It's just straight up annoying. And I'm glad that I came to that conclusion. It gave me a lot of peace knowing that I thought the way that I did, and I was willing to make my peace of me thinking the way that I did. Having people around me that push me, having a few people around that understand me, it's a great thing. But I'd say what brought me the most peace of mind is the fact that I'm so young, and I'm still yet to meet people who are going to push me, to meet people who are going to understand me. And that might be the same for some of you. That might be the same for a lot of you. You're still yet to meet people in this life who understand you, and you're still yet to meet people who will push you. There's so many environments that you haven't explored yet. New gyms, new opportunities, new social circles. You haven't stepped into any of these territories yet, and you don't know what people you could meet from these experiences. You don't know how they could benefit your life. You don't know how they could impact your life. I feel like that feeling of stepping into the unknown should excite you because you don't know what they could contribute to your life and what you could contribute to their life. You still have so many more years ahead of you, so don't let these few years or few months or few weeks of having no friends get to you. It doesn't define you. And I would say for the most part, right, the times where I've leveled up the most or changed the most is where I've had very few friends. I've had more time to think, more time to shape my decisions, and more time to figure out what I actually want to do with my life going forward. So if you're 18, 19, 20, even below this age or even older, it doesn't matter. Late 30s, it really doesn't matter. This video has no age limit. Whatever you're going through, even if it feels like you don't have a lot of people in your corner right now, I feel like your environment is always expanding, it's forever changing, and you may not even have met your best friend yet. So don't put yourself in this imaginary box. Don't tell yourself that you can't go ahead and meet more people, because you absolutely can. Like I always say, the one constant in human nature is change, so you're always going to change your environment. All you need is a few of the right people. That's it. You don't need a lot of people, you just need a few right people who are aligned with your core values and who think the same way as you or think similarly to you. That's all you really need. You don't need anything else. So long as you focus on that and becoming the kind of person who's worth having in a close circle, life will work itself out. So please, don't stress. Don't stress. You have plenty of time. But having said all of that, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video here. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Share it to a friend or family member who you think may need to see this video. If you guys want to join a community full of like-minded people on the path of self-development, then I'll leave a link down below in the description, as well as the comment section. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care and God bless.